Hi guys, welcome to Wide Eyes. Thanks for tuning in. This is our first ever vlog, so that's pretty exciting. A little bit of history of Bill and I, just so you have an idea of us and the idea behind this channel. We started travelling in 2014. We lived in London for 2 years. I worked in cafes. Bill was a carpenter on a commercial site, central London. Each summer we would just quit our jobs and go travelling. Travelled all of Europe, well most of Europe. Backpacking both times. Both summers we came back with nothing. We relied a lot on our friends to put us up, but somehow we made it work. London life itself was hard. The monthly wage, half of mine would go straight to rent and the other half would be spent on food, drinks, travel. We loved socialising, going to bars, etc. We didn't save a lot of money in London, but the point of the story is you don't live in central London to sit at home. Live in central London to go out and enjoy it. So many things to see and do. Parks, monuments, museums, galleries. Yeah?
I fucking hate museums. I hate fucking...
Okay. But I hate galleries and I hate museums, so we didn't go to any of them. We love to socialise.
We'd go and find nice burger restaurants, cool places to drink.
So we'd find cool little burger bars, little restaurants,
back
alleys, really get into the nitty gritty of London and just buying pints. I don't know.
When we got back to Australia with nothing, we slaved it hard for a month until we could find jobs in the city. We still had to find an apartment in the city as well, which was also difficult with no money. But after a couple of months, we finally got on our feet.
No, you gotta talk it up. You gotta be interesting. We come back with nothing. We lived at Joe's mum's house.
I fucking did say that.
Yeah, but
I'm not doing this.
Oh, it's fucking...
I'm not fucking doing this. That's not me. No.
Alright, where are we up to? After London, we also came back to Australia with no money. We moved to mum's house, no jobs, no house, no car. I had no car, also no money. It's either Melbourne or Brisbane because we were getting a little bit of those London withdrawals. Melbourne, there's a lot more distractions and probably a lot more things we could spend money on, whereas Brisbane, it's quite nice and relaxed. So, game plan, 6 months in Brisbane, work hard, save money, go to Canada. Yes. We found a flat in Brisbane, in the city. Theoretically, Brisbane was supposed to help us save money, but in the reality, 15 months later, I think financially there were definitely a few self-inflicted setbacks. We have a massive problem saying no. That's it. We can't say no. It's hard. Okay, so the reasons we did the trips to Perth, to Melbourne, festivals, was just an escape. To get out of normal routine, to get away from reality, to visit our friends who were like-minded, and that took a little bit of travel to do so. Unfortunately, I wish they all lived in the same city, but they don't, but that's okay. Long story short, since coming back from London, instead of 6 months, it was 15 months. And then once our tickets were booked to Canada, we were on the countdown. But then, all it took was the mention of Bali with a couple of our friends who come here quite regularly, and that was it. We'd booked it. We booked a 3-week holiday to Bali a week before we were going to move to Canada. No regrets. So now we're in Bali. Yes. Okay. I'm lost.